What's going on, guys? Pat Damiano here, coming to you from the garage. It is finally not 20 degrees in New York. We've got a nice little stint of warmer weather today, so I am taking advantage of it and getting my workouts in the garage. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely freezing by the time next week comes around, and I'll be stuck back inside, but for now, we're taking advantage of it, and today I'm going to be walking you through a really awesome full-body strength workout you can do with just a few kettlebells. Now, this one is going to involve one of my favorite complexes and a complex that a lot of other people like, and that is going to be one that allows me to challenge myself at getting heavy overhead, and that's with push press, and it's just something I like to do, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. After that complex, we have some nice and simple, straightforward accessory work, and one of those accessory exercises, you're going to be using your chest. Yes, I'm going to show you an exercise, a very simple one that you can do to build your chest and work your chest using kettlebells, because that is something a lot of people like to ask me about. So today we're going to be going over that, right? Now, without further ado though, let's head to the whiteboard and talk about it. Now, before we get into this one, I do want to let you know that this is my workout for today, and this is day one of a new cycle for Project Bellplex. We got a lot of people hitting this workout for today, so if you like the look of it, or if you do it and then you like it and you want more workouts just like that, then I want you to go ahead and click the link in my description below and join today. You can save 75% off your first 4 weeks of training using that link below. All right, so here's what we've got on the menu for today. Like I said, starting off with one of my favorite complexes, and that is the King of Gondor complex, the Aragorn, all right? So that's gonna be 6 rows, followed by 5 cleans, and then 4 push press. Then we then do the same exact thing on the other side, 6, 5, 4. Gonna put the kettlebell down after doing both sides in a row. Rest about a minute, minute and a half. Kind of depends on how heavy you feel like going, or in my sake today, how heavy I feel like going. We're gonna play that by ear. But regardless, we're doing that for 5 sets. Nothing else is paired up with that. Do the complex, rest a little bit, set number 2, and so on, 5 times. Then we are making our way into our accessory work. You're doing 6 Cossack squats on each side, get some good mobility in there. 10 plank drags on each side, really straightforward core exercise you can do with the kettlebell that a lot of people do wrong. So I'm gonna show you how we do them the right way to make sure we are actually working our core a little bit later. And like I said, we're getting a little chest work in because it's Monday, International Chest Day. I'm just kidding, that's a coincidence. Anyway, 15 single kettlebell chest press. I will show you what that looks like. Yes, I know kettlebells are not the most ideal thing to use when it comes to building your chest, but your chest is going to blow up doing this exercise. So I want you to stay tuned with that one, because I promise you won't want to miss it. Everybody likes a little chest pump, okay? Now, with this, we're gonna do a set of Cossack squats, rest about 20 to 30 seconds, plank drags, rest about 20 to 30 seconds, chest press, rest about a minute, then go back to our Cossack squats, doing all 3 of these in a superset for 5 times, and then that's a wrap, all right? So let's go ahead and get warmed up, or I'm gonna get warmed up. You're just gonna skip to the next part of actually starting my complex. I'm gonna warm up, and then I'll see you a little bit in probably my last set of the complex. Let's go. All right, guys, so 5th and final set here on this Aragorn complex. Decently heavy today, kind of in the middle. So last set here is at 88 pounds, 40 kilos for my non-Americans. I could probably go heavier right now, especially because the serotonin is extremely high with the beautiful weather. But I'm training with Tom DeJulie tomorrow, and if you know, you know. So I'm kind of saving myself just a little bit right now. So yeah, that's all. Anyway, so again, 6 rows, 5 cleans, 4 push press. You will notice that on these cleans, I'm doing dead clean, so I'm not swinging. You can do either variation, it's just whatever feels a little better, whatever you prefer for that day. I just feel like doing dead cleans today, all right? That's all. All right, here we go. All right, that felt pretty good, except for the fact that I ripped my hand the other day. That felt great. Okay. All right, let's move on to this accessory work. All right, so Cossack squats here, like I was saying, 6 of these on each side. So real quick, if you don't know what a Cossack squat is or don't know how to do it, then I'm gonna put a video right here because I just recently posted it. So I'm not gonna go over it in too much detail right now, but basically Cossack squat, feet out wide, toes slightly turned out, and we're gonna be alternating sides, trying to get nice and low, holding some weight on this one. 6 on each side. Here we go. Goal is mobility on these. So I want you to get nice and low, or as low as you can. Still keeping the heel on the ground, the side you're going to. 3. 6. All right, so next up is our plank drags. Like I was saying before, a lot of people, for lack of a better term, fuck these up. So what I want you to do, the goal is to feel this in our abs. So if you are not feeling it in your core or your abs, you're doing something wrong. 1, a lot of people don't go heavy enough. You need to challenge yourself with a little bit of weight on these or you're not really gonna feel it. The other one is you need to make sure your hips aren't moving, because if your hips are moving, your core is kind of turning off a little bit and not stabilizing. So I'm gonna get my feet nice and wide. I'm going to pretend there's a glass of water on my hips and that glass of water cannot fall. All right, 10 reps each side. Here we go. And 20. Yes. All right, let's hit that chest. Real quick, for anybody that cared, on the Cossack squats, I was using 35 pounds, 16 kilos for my non-Americans. For those plank drags, I did 62 pounds, 28 kilos for my non-Americans. Now, for our chest press, the trickiest part of this one is going to be actually getting into the position. So we are going to grab our kettlebell like so, put it onto our lap, and from here, we're going to lay back. Now the handle is facing me. I'm gonna get my hands around it like so. Now to start, I would recommend thrusting your hips up and then pressing up to the ceiling. From here, it's real simple. You just bring this kettlebell down to your chest and up. We're doing 15, 2, 3. I'm doing 20, 15. Oh, whew. Oh, that feels great. Oh, nice chest pump. That was 88 pounds, 40 kilos for my non-Americans. So that was my first set of this. I'm gonna now run through the next 4 sets by myself, without you guys. I will see you in a little bit. And just like that, guys, that's a wrap. That's all I got for you today. Nice and simple, straightforward, full body kettlebell strength. We had a nice complex to start things off, and then 3 very straightforward accessory pieces, 5 sets of each one, and then that's a wrap. Like I said in the beginning of this, if you enjoyed this workout or you like the look of it and you want to do more stuff like that, please go ahead and click the link in my description below so you can save 75% off your first 4 weeks of training. If you don't and you want to just keep watching my YouTubes and copying my stuff, that is also totally fine. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so all of my stuff can keep popping up on your page. I'll see you next time.
Yeah.